Two types of miter saws are the sliding and the non-sliding miter saw. Each saw is very functional and able to complete a variety of projects, however, there are some significant differences. In this video, we will help you see what the difference is between a sliding and a non-sliding miter saw. Number 1. Basic functions. The primary function of a non-sliding miter saw is to cut wood at an angle or straight. The non-sliding miter saw does best with wood that is not very wide. If you try to cut a wide piece with a miter saw, you would have to cut part of it, flip it, and cut the other part. Additionally, the sliding miter saw can do all the same things that the non-sliding can do. The fact that it can slide does make it a little easier to work with. Number 2. Types of cuts. Non-sliding miter saws do a great job of cutting crosscut, angle, bevel, and compound. Non-sliding miter saws are easy to set, and you can keep the angles set to make work more efficient. Furthermore, a sliding miter saw can make all the same cuts that a non-sliding saw can. The only time that a sliding miter saw will struggle is with complex angles. Sometimes the extreme angles will be restricted when working with a sliding miter saw. Number 3. Blades. Your miter saw blade matches the size of your non-sliding miter saw. You can purchase different quality blades for cutting metal. Moreover, the blades for your sliding miter saw will have to match the blade size of the saw you have. You can get different blade types to match the material you are cutting. Number 4. Safety. Overall, a non-sliding is not a very dangerous saw as long as you are aware of the saw and the blade at all times. Always make sure your hands and fingers are out of the way when pulling the blade down for a cut. On the other hand, sliding miter saws are not extremely dangerous, but they are more dangerous than a non-sliding miter saw. There are safety features built into the sliding miter saw that would help, but this saw is designed for a person that has some experience with using a saw. Number 5. Price. Non-sliding miter saws will vary considerably in price. The majority are priced around a few $100s. The higher quality saws with more features will increase in price. Moreover, no question sliding miter saws are more expensive than non-sliding miter saws. The ability to cut further into a piece of wood and the fact that sliding miter saws are still considered portable bring their price up quite a bit. Number 6. Final verdict. It's hard to say that a sliding saw is a better saw than a non-sliding. The sliding saw does have some additional features that make it better suited for specific projects. If your budget restricts you to the non-sliding miter saw, don't feel as though you are getting a bad saw. Both the non-sliding and sliding miter saws are essential saws for any woodworker or builder.